Once upon a time, there lived a king named Midas, who was very rich. King Midas owned a lot of gold but felt it was insufficient for him. He stored all his gold in great vaults underneath his palace. Every day, he would spend much time in his treasure room counting his gold coins. The king had a lovely little daughter whom he loved very much. Her name was Marigold. The king would often say,
"My daughter will be the richest princess in the world."
The little princess never cared for gold. She loved her garden and flowers more than her father's riches. She would often be alone because her father was always busy with his gold. One day, King Midas was sitting among his gold coins. He thought, "How I wish I had the golden touch. Anything that I touched would turn into gold." Suddenly, a wizard appeared in front of the king. The wizard granted the king a wish for a few of his past good deeds. Without thinking much, the king said,
"I wish everything that I touch would turn into gold."
The wizard said,
"Granted,"
and soon vanished. King Midas was very excited. He touched the doors of his treasure room, which turned into gold. He went to his bedroom and placed his hand on the bed. The bed turned into gold. He touched the other furniture, and it turned into gold. King Midas suddenly realized that he was very hungry. He went to the dining room. The king took a glass of wine. It turned into gold. He tried to take a bite from his favorite plate of steak, but to his utter dismay, the meat turned into gold. Suddenly, Princess Marigold came into the room. When she saw that her father was hungry and troubled, she threw her arms around him to comfort him. As Midas hugged his daughter, he was horrified. His heart sank, and his face turned pale when he saw that his daughter had become a golden statue. The king realized that his greed was his greatest fault. He pleaded with the wizard to take away his wish. The wizard reappeared before the king and took pity on his condition. He said,
"Oh, king, I take back your golden touch. Take a dip in the palace pond and sprinkle the pond water on all the things that you want to bring back to their normal selves."
The king thanked the wizard for his kindness. He took a dip in the pond. Midas carried some water from the pond to his palace. He sprinkled the water on Marigold, and she returned to normal. The king was delighted to see his daughter come back to life, and he held her in his arms. He had learned a lesson. He promised that he would never be greedy again. The moral of the story is, one should never be greedy.